So hi guys, welcome back to the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. It's a double header day today. India taking on Zimbabwe. A must-win game for both the teams actually. Whoever loses this game will be eliminated from this tournament. So very important for both the teams to get a win on the board. Zimbabwe winning the toss and electing to bowl first. Obviously India are the favourites in this tournament. There's no doubt about that. I mean, India are the favourites in this match against Zimbabwe because Zimbabwe got a big hammering against West Indies in their previous game, so they will look to bounce back from that kind of a hammering. Two changes for India today. Sanju Samson is back in the playing 11 in place of Rinku Singh, and Akshar Patel is back in the playing 11 in place of Washington Sundar. I think two reasonable changes for India. And as far as Zimbabwe are concerned, Tinotenda Maposa comes into the playing 11 in place of Graham Creamer. That is the only change which Zimbabwe have made. Zimbabwe very bravely opting to chase once again after getting hammered in the previous game for 250 plus runs. So I need to see how it turns out for Zimbabwe in this game here. So Richard Nkarava has the new ball in his hand. Abhishek Sharma and Sanju Samson opening the batting for India. So we're almost all in readiness to get started. So all in readiness. First ball of the match. Richard Nkarava bowling to Sanju Samson. Is on strike. And that's guided away by Samson. Straight to short third man. The dot ball to start from Richard Nkarava. In recent times we have seen pitches in Chennai favouring batting. This match is happening at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. Chasing teams have had advantage at Chennai of late. So maybe that is why Zimbabwe have won the toss, elected to bowl first. But what if India outbats Zimbabwe in this game? That is the biggest question. Sanju Samson will be playing for the Chennai Super Kings in the IPL, which starts next month. So it will be a dress rehearsal for him to see how Chepa conditions look like. He goes down the ground, and has he gone all the way? I think he has. He's gone all the way for 6. Back of the length delivery from Nkarava. And Samson pulling it straight back down the ground over mid-off for the first 6 of this innings, or the very second ball of this innings for India. Samson gets off the mark with a 6. Sanju Samson, this is exactly what he is capable of doing. He's been out of form for quite a long time. Didn't perform in the T20 series against New Zealand before this tournament. He's got a chance once again. That's on the patch, flicked away. Oh, it beats fine leg, and that'll run away for 4 as well. Is it off the bat or off the pad? That is the big question. It's given as 4 leg byes. A boundary nevertheless, and a positive start here for India. It's a must-win match for Zimbabwe. If Zimbabwe loses this game, they will be the second team to get eliminated from this tournament. We saw Sri Lanka getting eliminated yesterday after losing to New Zealand. That's back of the length, punched back to the bowler by Sanju Samson. Another dot ball here. Sri Lanka got eliminated yesterday. We might have a second elimination today. And not only will Zimbabwe get eliminated, it will also confirm South Africa's spot in the semi-final if India wins this game. And then it will be a straight shootout between India versus West Indies to see who will go through as the second team to the semi-final. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's shot again, pulled in the air by Samson. Fielder running backwards, can't get there. And I think Sanju Samson will push for a couple of runs. Good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Sanju Samson. Got it high on the bat, not for the first time. He's mistiming a pull shot like this. We have seen it before as well. Not able to get enough timing in the pull shot. But as I said, Sanju Samson is playing at the Chepauk venue. This is going to be his home ground. This is going to be his home ground next month when the Indian Premier League starts. He has been traded to the Chennai Super Kings this year. So he will be playing majority of the matches at this venue. So he can get accustomed to the conditions. It's good that Sanju Samson is playing this match here. The last ball of the over coming up. Full delivery, a little bit of an inside edge there. It's towards deep square leg and Samson picks up another single to finish the over. 13 runs came from that over and India are now 13 without loss after one over. So Blessing Musarabani is the new bowler into the attack for Zimbabwe. Going to be bowling the second over. Sanju Samson will be on strike. So here's Musarabani with the second over. And Samson defends it on the front foot towards covers. Again a dot ball to start the over. Now second ball of the over coming up. This time cut away again towards covers and Sanju Samson picks up another single. Finally Abhishek Sharma gets the strike. So far it has been Sanju Samson who has been finding the boundaries. Blessing Musarabani was so good in the first round of this tournament in those wins against Australia and Sri Lanka. Played a major role for Zimbabwe to even come to this particular round. But this round obviously is looking even more tough for Zimbabwe compared to the previous round. And in all honesty, both Australia and Sri Lanka, they didn't have their best teams in this World Cup is what I am feeling. Because even if you look at Sri Lanka, the way they have batted in their previous two matches, they're just not able to understand the planning strategy. They're not even able to score 110 runs. I mean, that is not a good sign, isn't it? That's driven away by Abhishek Sharma towards deep extra covers and gets off the mark with a single. So Sri Lanka have indeed disappointed actually. Like even in their own home conditions, they are not able to. They are losing by big margins. Yesterday, a huge loss by 61 runs. They only scored 107 yesterday. They were bowled out for 95 against England. So definitely Sri Lanka, they didn't have the best team for this World Cup, and Australia were even worse. Both of them really disappointed in this World Cup. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Sanju Samson back on strike. That shot is pulled away by Samson. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has. All the way for 6 from Samson. Back of the lane delivery from Musarapani. And Sanju Samson flat batting it over long on for 6. His second 6 in this innings. And India are off to a flyer here in Chepauk. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's cut away straight to point. Another dot ball from Blessing Musarabani. So if India wins this match, then it will be a straight shootout between India versus West Indies on March 1st. South Africa versus Zimbabwe will become a dead rubber. Because by the looks of it, South Africa will be topping this group. That is for sure. Because South Africa's remaining matches against Zimbabwe, they can win that as well. And then top the group. Even if they lose that, they are having a superb net run rate, which will help them top the group. India will, even if India has to qualify for the semi-final, India will qualify in second place. And the winner of tomorrow's match will have to face India in the semi-final. That could be the reality. Because tomorrow, New Zealand and England will be facing against each other. 10 runs have come from this over. And India are now 23 without loss after 2 overs. Tomorrow, the match will be between New Zealand versus England. The winner of that match will top the group. And if India finish second in this particular group, they will face off against the top placed team in the other group. So if England wins tomorrow, England will top that group. If New Zealand wins tomorrow, New Zealand will qualify and top the group as well. So India will have to, first of all, India will have to do their job by defeating Zimbabwe and West Indies, which I think now it's straightforward for India. They have to win this match, they have to win against West Indies. And then they will face the winner of tomorrow's match in the semi-final. So that will be the scenario. South Africa will face the loser of tomorrow's match in the semi-final. So that is how it will be. Tinotenda Maposa is the new bowler into the attack for Zimbabwe. Going to be bowling the third over. Abhishek Sharma is on strike. Oh, that's down the leg side, wide down the leg side, I think. Appeal for a catch. Umpire says not out. Oh, in fact, it's not a wide. I think it's gone off the pads, probably through to the keeper. So it will be a dot ball to start the over. So India's unbeaten streak was broken by South Africa in their previous game. I mean, just imagine India won the Men's T20 World Cup 2024 fully unbeaten. Then they won the Champions Trophy last year fully unbeaten. Asia Cup they won fully unbeaten. Goes over the top here, Abhishek Sharma. One bounce and into the boundary for 4. So Abhishek Sharma is underway as well. Picks up his first boundary in this innings. Full delivery from Maposa and Abhishek Sharma puts it away. It's also no ball here. No ball, free hit as well, adding insult to injury. So free hit delivery is another wide outside the off stump. So Maposa has to reload that one again. And it's still a free hit as well because it's a wide. So the free hit will continue. And this is not a good start as far as Zimbabwe are concerned. The real challenge they are facing in this round, the Super 8 round. Another wide outside the off stump and a fumble by the keeper as well. And they don't take the single. Abhishek Sharma wants to still keep the strike. The free hit will continue. It is still a free hit. So not a good start here for Tenotenda Maposa. Bowling a no ball, then bowling two wides. Free hit delivery. As of now, India have started well. Free hit delivery coming up. That's full. Abhishek goes down the ground and it's one bounce. Has it gone all the way? No, it's bounced inside. One bounce into the boundary for 4. So the free hit also costs Zimbabwe a boundary here. Abhishek Sharma with his second boundary in this innings. This time going straight back over the bowler down the ground for 4. So Abhishek Sharma moves to 9 from just 4 balls. Good start from him. He's been out of form in this tournament. Pulled in the air. Fielder can't get there. Then one bounce to the fielder. And Abhishek Sharma almost holed out there. Picks up a single. Just as I was speaking that he's looking in good touch. Need to be careful actually. Sanju Samson is back on strike. Australia not making it through to this round has made this group a lot easier, has to be said, because now teams like West Indies, India, they are all easily they are able to defeat Zimbabwe so easily. But Australia never helped themselves because even they were too bad actually in this World Cup. Imagine Australia losing to that Sri Lankan team and Zimbabwe team and crashing out in the very first round of this tournament. So even they were not up to the mark. It's been a shocker actually. Goes for the cut shot. It's in the gap. That'll run away for 4. Third boundary in this over. And a very, very expensive over. This from Tenotenda Maposa. 16 runs have come from this over and still 2 balls left. Two more deliveries left in this over. Sanju Samson moves to 22 from just 12 balls. That's a full toss. Samson hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Abhishek Sharma is back on strike. Only 4 matches left in the Super 8 after this. In this group, South Africa still need to face Zimbabwe. India need to play against West Indies. So those are the 2 matches in this group remaining. And then the other group, New Zealand versus England tomorrow and then Sri Lanka versus Pakistan. If New Zealand wins tomorrow, then Sri Lanka, Pakistan will become a dead rubber. If England wins tomorrow, then Pakistan will need to win by a certain margin. As Abhishek Sharma goes big, has he got enough? Yes, he has. All the way for 6. Another 6 to finish this over. What an expensive over this has been. It's been a long over and an expensive over as well. 23 runs came from that over from Tenotenda Maposa. And India are now 46 without loss after 3 overs. So yeah, coming to what I was talking about, if New Zealand wins tomorrow, then Pakistan will need. If New Zealand wins tomorrow, Pakistan will be eliminated. Sri Lanka versus Pakistan will become a dead rubber game. But if England wins tomorrow, then we need to see which margin Pakistan need to beat Sri Lanka to qualify for the semi-final. Then that other match will be interesting. But the more important thing is, if England wins tomorrow, then they might play against India in the semi-final for the third time in a row in men's T20 World Cup history. Because if you look at it, the last three men's T20 World Cups, in 2022, India and England faced each other in the semi-final. India got hammered by 10 wickets. In 2024, India gave it back in the semi-final. Again, India faced England in the semi-final. Again, they scored a similar total of 160, 170, but difficult conditions. They bundled out England and won. And now again in this World Cup, you might get a situation where India versus England again, the semi-final might happen between India and England. So somehow I think India love to play a semi-final against England, isn't it, in men's T20 World Cups. After 2016, India have been playing semi-finals only against England till now. It has always been like that. So Muzarabani into his second over. Oh, Abhishek Sharma goes for a cut shot, appeal for a catch. Umpire says not out. Raza having a discussion. Will they go for the review? They're looking to break the opening partnership. What surprises me the most is when Zimbabwe made it to this Super 8 round, many people were talking about Zimbabwe pushing for the title. And I was actually amazed. Wow, what expectations these people are having for Zimbabwe. Yes, you have made it to the Super 8. But is winning World Cups that easy that you can have expectations of winning a World Cup? I mean, seriously, even teams like South Africa and New Zealand are still trying to win that World Cup. They are competitive enough. They are playing good cricket, but still they haven't been able to cross the line in World Cups. So when South Africa and New Zealand are toiling hard like that, where does Zimbabwe even fit in the scheme of things to win a World Cup? But still, when Zimbabwe made it to the Super 8 round, many people were having the expectation that Zimbabwe can go all the way. I mean, seriously, sometimes I think people tend to over-expect. That's pulled in the air, deep mid-wicket, takes the catch. First wicket for Zimbabwe. Muzarabani strikes, Samson has holed out at deep mid-wicket. And finally, Zimbabwe get the breakthrough. The crowd are stunned to silence. As it is always the case in India, actually, whenever a wicket falls, you will see stunned silence, a pin drop silence you will be seeing in the crowd. That happens regularly, no doubt about that. But Samson, unfortunately, again getting a start, not able to convert the start into a big score. Ryan Burl taking the catch at deep mid-wicket. Again, that same pull shot, which causes the downfall of Sanju Samson. So Sanju Samson departs after scoring 24 runs from 15 balls, and India are now 48 for 1 after 3.4 overs. I mean, seriously, sometimes I tend to wonder whether people tend to over-expect certain things. Like, if a team doesn't win the trophy, they are worthless, it seems. How can you make a conclusion like that? You need to enjoy the process. Sometimes there's too much criticisms about teams that don't win the trophies. I mean, there can only be one champion in every tournament. There cannot be multiple champions. That doesn't mean that all the other teams that get eliminated or that lose, those teams won't become bad just because they couldn't win the World Cup trophy. But sometimes I think the expectations exceed a certain limit, and that is what causes the pain actually. You need to sometimes tone down your expectation and just let the process flow. People don't do that. They want to control everything. They want to make as if they are making the teams win the World Cups. Like they will criticize, they will troll the teams. I mean, there's a limit to all those things, isn't it? Ishan Kishan is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 3. And that's on a good length. Ishan Kishan defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Muzarabani. So just 2 runs have come from this over, including the wicket of Sanju Samson. It's a good over this from Musrabani. He's bowling really well actually. I think he's earned an IPL contract as well for KKR. They might play this IPL season. He's been absolutely brilliant in this T20 World Cup for Zimbabwe. Played a major role in Zimbabwe coming to this round in the first place. Yes, they might not progress beyond this round, but imagine coming to this round from a group which had Australia and Sri Lanka, defeating both of them, topping the group and coming to this round. That itself was a big achievement for Zimbabwe cricket, no doubt about that. Ishan Kishan gets off the mark with a single. Just 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Sanju Samson. And India are now 49 for 1 after 4 overs. So India's unbeaten run in ICC World Cups, at least white ball ICC tournaments, came to an end in their previous game against South Africa. Then India have been dominating white ball cricket in the last few years. Ever since the Cricket World Cup 2023, where they won 10 matches in a row till the semi-final, then lost the final. Then in 2024 T20 World Cup, India won it all the way unbeaten. That's pulled in the air by Ishan Kishan. Fielder there, will not get there. And good fielding stops the boundary. Ishan Kishan will pick up a couple of runs. So yeah, 50 comes up for India. 50 comes up in 4.1 overs. So India won the T20 World Cup in 2024 unbeaten. Then India won the Champions Trophy unbeaten. Then they won the Asia Cup unbeaten as well. And they were unbeaten in the first 4 matches of this tournament. So just imagine how much India have been winning. Finally, South Africa defeated them in their previous game in Ahmedabad. That winning streak came to an end. Goes for the drive, it's towards deep extra covers. Then Ishan Kishan picks up another single. Abhishek Sharma is back on strike. The third ball of the over coming up. Brad Evans to Abhishek Sharma. And Abhishek Sharma goes big. He might have cleared the boundary here. He has just about clears the boundary. I think it was a slow ball attempted by Brad Evans. Abhishek Sharma deposits it over deep mid-wicket for 6 more. His second 6 in this innings. And India continuing to go aggressive against Zimbabwe. This time Abhishek drives it straight to the fielder though at point. Another dot ball from Brad Evans. Two more deliveries left in this over. 9 runs from this over so far. Oh, moves across his stumps, goes for the drive. It's given as a wide actually by the umpire. Even I am shocked at it. I didn't look as a wide because Abhishek Sharma moved way across his stumps for the drive. Brad Evans is stunned by that call. But it is a wide, so Brad Evans has to reload that one again. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, he swings leg side, but it's an inside edge. Pass fine leg for 4. Fortune favors the brave, they say. It's favouring Abhishek Sharma today. Another boundary here. 14 runs from this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Swings and misses this time. So a dot ball to finish the over. 14 runs came from that over from Brad Evans. And India are now 63 for 1 after 5 overs. So Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan, two of the most destructive T20 batters in recent times at the crease for India. Richard Ankarava is back into the attack into his second over. That's a full toss and that's helped on its way over. Fine leg for 4. For angling onto the pads there. And Ishan Kishan just helping it on its way. Starts the over with a boundary. The second ball of the over coming up. This time defended by Ishan Kishan towards point. And another dot ball from Richard Ankarava. The last time India played against Zimbabwe in the Men's T20 World Cup was in 2022, in which in that match as well, India convincingly defeated Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is not a top team, but they've indeed punched above their weight to be at this level in this tournament. That's pulled in the air again by Ishan Kishan. Has he got an hold of it? Has he got an hold of it? No, he hasn't. In fact, it lands safely. And Ishan Kishan will pick up another couple of runs. So 6 runs from the first 3 balls of this over, still 3 balls left. Goes for the pull again towards deep square leg. And that'll run away for 4. No one there at deep square leg. Another boundary for Ishan Kishan. Second boundary in this over. Runs are flowing here for India. What a start this is. It's still not the end of the... We still haven't come to the end of the power play, but already 73 runs on the board for India. And they've lost only 1 wicket in the form of Sanju Samson. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's fallen on the pads, flicked away by Ishan Kishan towards deep mid wicket. And picks up another single. 11 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. So last ball of the over coming up. And Abhishek goes down the ground and goes all the way for 6. They're just enjoying themselves now. Back of the length bowling again from Ankarawa and smashed down the ground by Abhishek Sharma. Clears the boundary. 17 runs came from that over. And India are now 80 for 1 after 6 overs after the launch phase. And it's also the time for the drinks break. Sikandar Raza is the new bowler into the attack. Come to the end of the drinks break. Spinner being introduced by Zimbabwe. Ishan Kishan is on strike. Raza coming around the wicket. Oh, and that beats the outside edge of Ishan Kishan through to the keeper. And again a dot ball to start the over. And the ball slightly spinning away from the left-hander. Some spin on offer. I'm surprised why spin wasn't brought earlier for Zimbabwe. If this pitch is offering spin, it's offering turn. That's tossed up. Ishan Kishan hits it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Sikandar Raza was taken to the cleaners against West Indies in the previous match. Had an off day with the ball. Shimron Hetmeyer was just hitting him for fun. None for 52 in his 3 overs in the previous game, so he'll be looking to bounce back today. It's on the stumps. Abhishek Sharma drives it towards covers. Another dot ball here from Sikandar Raza. This time it's a quicker ball cut away by Abhishek Sharma towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. This time it's flicked away by Ishan Kishan towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. 3 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. That's on the pads, flicked away again by Abhishek Sharma towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over and India are now 84 for 1 after 7 overs. So Brian Bennett is the new bowler into the attack, bowling today, and that's it. Down the ground by Abhishek towards long off and picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Short ball pulled away by Ishan Kishan towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. 2 singles to start this over. This time Abhishek Sharma drives it away towards deep extra covers. Picks up another single. Decent start here from Brian Bennett, conceding only 3 singles. Does get a feeling that Zimbabwe could have brought in the spinners much earlier in this innings, because the foundation has been laid for India to get a big total today. Again, Zimbabwe will struggle in the run chase. It's short ball again pulled away by Ishan Kishan towards deep mid wicket again for another single. 4 singles in this over, still 2 balls left. This time full delivery. Abhishek Sharma drives it down the ground, long off, and picks up another single. Just 5 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Ishan Kishan is back on strike. The last ball of the over coming up. Quicker delivery flicked away by Ishan Kishan towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over and India are now 90 for 1 after 8 overs. So Raza coming around the wicket, second over, and Ishan Kishan comes down the wicket, hits it leg side again, it's in the gap for 4. Again a boundary to start the over, both these batters not holding back at all, playing attacking shots. Third boundary in this innings for Ishan Kishan, starts the over with the boundary. This time quicker delivery and Ishan Kishan pulls it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Abhishek Sharma is back on strike. Third ball of the over coming up. And now Abhishek comes down the wicket and hits it straight back down the ground for 4. Will it? No. Good fielding at long off actually. Another couple of runs for Abhishek Sharma. This is a fantastic start here for India. And I think they're going to get through to definitely 200 on the cards here. Sensible batting from Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan today. This was missing in the previous game against South Africa. Again comes down the wicket, drives it towards covers. Another dot ball here from Sikandar Raza. This time cut away, good fielding at point, and Abhishek Sharma picks up another single. Eight runs have come from this over, still one ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. And again comes down the wicket, down the ground to long on, down the ground to long off. And Ishan Kishan picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over, and India are now 99 for 1 after 9 overs. Brian Bennett now continuing, and Ishan Kishan pulls out the switch hit. Oh, was that a catching opportunity? I'm not sure about it. It's been put down, I think, at deep extra covers. And another couple of runs to start the over. 100 comes up for India. 100 comes up in 9.1 overs. That should have been taken at deep extra covers. A 50 partnership also comes up. Partnership of 52 from 33 balls between Ishan Kishan and Abhishek Sharma. Second ball of the over coming up. And Abhishek goes down the ground and goes all the way. Goes all the way for 6, clears long on. And another 6 here for Abhishek Sharma. His 4th 6 in this innings. Continues to pile on the misery on Zimbabwe. This time again Abhishek goes straight down the ground to long on and picks up another single. This time quicker delivery. Ishan Kishan flicks it away towards long on and picks up another single. The 2 more deliveries left in this over. 9 runs from this over so far. Oh, he goes for the drive inside edge towards short fine leg. And Abhishek Sharma picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Quicker ball again, cut away by Ishan Kishan towards covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over, and India are now 109 for 1 after 10 overs. Sikandar Raza continuing into his third over. That shot again pulled away by Abhishek Sharma towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. Picks up another single to start the over. That's full, it's smashed down the ground by Ishan Kishan and beats long on into the boundary for 4. So Ishan Kishan picks up another boundary. It's a half century for Abhishek Sharma. 50 from 26 balls with 3 boundaries and 4 sixers at a strike rate of 192.31. But here a boundary here from Ishan Kishan. This time comes down the wicket, goes over the top, all the way for 6 over long off. 4 followed by a 6 from Ishan Kishan. And they're just enjoying here. 11 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. Second match in a row where Sikandar Raza is getting hammered by the batters. This time it's cut away straight into the hands of third man, and they've got their wicket here, Zimbabwe. A very awkward delivery, a very short delivery outside the off stump. Ishan Kishan throwing his bat at it, and I think Blessing Muzarabani, the fielder, taking the catch at short third man. Or is it Richard Nkrava? I think Richard Nkrava taking the catch at third man. And finally Zimbabwe get the breakthrough. Broken this partnership. Ishan Kishan is on his way. Second wicket down. Ishan Kishan out after scoring 38 from 24 balls. And India are now 120 for 2 after 10.4 overs. Surya Kumar Yadav is the new batter to the crease. The captain of India making his way out to the middle. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's swept away by Sky, down to deep square leg for 4. What a way to start. What a way to start your innings. Making his way out to the middle, doesn't waste any time, gets off the mark with a boundary. The 15 runs have come from this over, still one ball left. Surya Kumar Yadav straight away announces his arrival with a boundary. This time it's driven down the ground by Surya Kumar Yadav towards long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 16 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Ishan Kishan. And India are now 125 for 2 after 11 overs. So 9 more overs left in this innings. Surya Kumar Yadav has faced only 2 balls and already scored 5 runs. India are 125 for 2 after 11 overs. Can they get to 200? They should be getting to 200. In fact, the projected score at the current run rate is showing 227. And just get an important stat. If India wins by 148 runs in this game, they can cross the run rate of West Indies. That's driven down the ground by Surya Kumar Yadav towards long on and picks up another single to start the over. Brad Evans now back into the attack. Abhishek Sharma is back on strike. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, Abhishek swings and misses. A dot ball here from Brad Evans. Third ball of the over. That's cut away in the gap towards deep point, and Abhishek Sharma picks up another single. This time on a good length, flicked away by Surya Kumar Yadav. Will that go away for 4? No, it won't. Fielder coming in from deep square leg stops the boundary, and another couple of runs for Surya Kumar Yadav. So 4 runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Well, he goes leg side, Surya Kumar Yadav. Oh, it beats that fielder at deep square leg into the boundary. It's showing as a dropped catch, but I don't know. It dipped on him. The ball dipped on that fielder there at deep square leg. It's gone straight through him. And another boundary here for Surya Kumar Yadav. The last ball of the over coming up. This time on the pads, flicked away by Surya Kumar Yadav towards mid-wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over, and India are now 134 for 2 after 12 overs. So Tinotenda Maposa is back into the attack into his second over. Surya Kumar Yadav 13 from just 6 balls. Abhishek Sharma 51 from 28 balls. So here's Tinotenda Maposa into his second over. Surya Kumar Yadav on strike. Gives himself room, cuts it over the top. And that'll go 1 bounce and into the boundary for 4 towards the point. Back of the length delivery. Surya Kumar Yadav already gave himself room to access the offside and starts the over with the boundary. The second ball of the over coming up. And he goes down the ground and goes all the way for 6. Another clean hit from Surya Kumar Yadav. This is exactly what he can do when he is on full flow. A 4 followed by a 6 hitting straight through the line. Over long off. 10 runs from the first 2 balls of this over. Third ball of the over coming up. Surya Kumar Yadav races to 23 from just 8 balls. Oh, he goes for a sweep. Impact is outside the line for sure. They'll pick up one leg bias there. They'll pick up 1 leg bias. Impact is outside the line, so it can't be out. And another single for Surya Kumar Yadav. Abhishek Sharma is back on strike. Slow ball and he hits it back down the ground. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. And this time it's Abhishek Sharma. Yet another slow ball. But Abhishek Sharma again picking the slow ball well. Second boundary in this over for India. The 5th ball of the over coming up. That's too wide. Too wide, given as a wide by the umpire. Tinotenda Maposa has to reload that one again. And brings up the 150 as well for India. 150 comes up in 12.4 overs at the loss of 2 wickets. India are bossing this at the moment. South Africans watching this match are enjoying this because if India wins this game, Zimbabwe will be eliminated. South Africa will qualify for the semi-finals officially. And then There'll be one match which will be very, very consequential, which is India versus West Indies. Whoever wins that game will go through as the second semi-finalist. Straight shootout for the second semi-final spot between India and West Indies. That will be the scenario. Fifth ball of the over coming up. He goes again, Abhishek, but it's flattened hard. Long on, takes the catch. Antino Tenda Maposa gets the breakthrough for Zimbabwe. Was looking to go again, Abhishek Sharma, but unfortunately hit it so flat, it's straight into the hands of the fielder at long on. A good over for India, but they've lost a wicket. 16 runs have come from this over. Two-handed it there, Abhishek Sharma, and he knew straight away that he's in trouble. Simple catch at long on for Sikandar Raza. And the third wicket goes down for India. Abhishek Sharma is gone after scoring 55 runs from 30 balls. And India are now 150 for 3 after 12.5 overs. So Hardik Pandya is the new batter to the crease for India, coming in at number 5. Today is a day about South Africa helping India and India helping South Africa. Mutual helping between both the teams. Because South Africa beating West Indies has taken the net run rate out of the equation now, as far as India are concerned. The victory margin doesn't matter. You need to win this game, you need to win against West Indies and qualify. That is all India need to do because of South Africa's win against West Indies. And now if India wins this game, South Africa will be officially through to the semi-final. So in a way, India are doing their bit as well for South Africa. Last ball of the over coming up. Hardik Pandya on strike. That's defended towards point and Hardik Pandya picks up another single to finish the over. Hardik Pandya gets off the mark with a single. 17 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Abhishek Sharma. And India are now 151 for 3 after 13 overs. So Ryan Burl is the new bowler into the attack. Straight away starts with a full ball. Hardik Pandya guides it towards point. Dot ball to start the over. And Hardik Pandya goes big, goes down the ground, goes all the way for 6. Nicely tossed up once again. And Hardik Pandya says thank you very much. Clears the boundary. Picks up his first 6 in this innings. This time driven again by Hardik Pandya straight to covers. Another dot ball here. You see Hardik Pandya picks up another single. Surya Kumar Yadav is back on strike. Two more deliveries left in this over. And Surya Kumar Yadav drives it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. That's too wide. Too wide from Ryan Burl. Has to reload that one again. Last ball of the over coming up. And Pandya goes big. Has he got enough? Oh, has he taken it? No. Well stopped though. I think the field has saved a 6 there. A really good effort there to stop the 6. Single to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over. And India are now 161 for 3 after 14 overs. And it's also the time for another drinks break. Well, we come to the end of the drinks break, and Sky doing Sky things as we see another 6 over deep mid wicket. 2 short on that occasion from Richard and Grava, punished over deep mid wicket for 6, and the runs continue to flow for India. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Goes for the pull again, down to deep mid wicket. And oh, good fielding at deep mid wicket. And they'll come back for the second, I think. Yes, couple of runs for Surya Kumar Yadav. Eleven runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. 11 runs from this over so far. Surya Kumar Yadav moves to 33 from just 12 balls. Captain leading from the front. We have seen it in the previous match as well with Aiden Markram. And now Surya Kumar Yadav himself. In fact, 4 matches in a row now we have seen captains leading from the front with the bat. We saw Harry Brook leading from the front with the bat against Pakistan. And then we saw Mitchell Santner yesterday versus Sri Lanka. They came from 84 for 6 and reached 168. Mitchell Santner led from the front with the bat as a captain. And now today afternoon, Aiden Markram led from the front. And now Surya Kumar Yadav. So the captains are coming back to form, which is really good to see. 2 more deliveries left in this over. He goes again, offside this time, but he hasn't got enough on it. The fielder will run in and take the catch at deep extra covers. And Surya Kumar Yadav has holed out here. Richard and Garava strikes for Zimbabwe. And the 4th wicket goes down for India. Completely mistimed it there, sliced it towards deep extra covers. And that is exactly what Zimbabwe need to do. They need to keep taking wickets. Unfortunately, Surya Kumar Yadav not able to get hold of it. And Garava striking. So the 4th wicket goes down for India. Continue to lose wickets here, unfortunately, India. Surya Kumar Yadav is gone after scoring 33 from 13 balls, and India are now 172 for 4 after 14.5 overs. So Tilak Verma is the new batter to the crease for India. Coming in at number 6. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's short and wide. Cut away by Tilak Verma. That'll be 4. What a way to get off the mark. With an offer from Garava, and Tilak Verma punishes it to the deep point boundary to finish the over. So even though a wicket fell in that over, an expensive over from Garava, 15 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Surya Kumar Yadav, and India are now 176 for 4 after 15 overs. So 5 more overs left in this innings. Blessing Muzarabani is back into the attack. He still has a couple of overs left. Really good bowler. Hardik Pandya is on strike. That's back of the length and Hardik Pandya defends it to point. Ooh, shied the stumps there, misses the stumps and they're going to push for 2 as well. Another couple of runs for Hardik Pandya. Overthrows conceded by Zimbabwe. Sloppy work. The second ball of the over coming up. Comes down the wicket and Pandya drives it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Tilak Verma is back on strike. Oh, he goes for the scoop, gets it over the keeper and they'll run away for 4. Innovation at its best from Tilak Verma and picks up another boundary. He's faced only 2 balls so far. He's picked up 2 boundaries already. 8 from just 2 balls for Tilak Verma. This time it's flicked away by Tilak Verma towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Hardik Pandya is back on strike. A shot pulled in the air, no timing at all, lands safely. 1 bounce to deep mid wicket and Hardik Pandya picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. 9 runs have come from this over so far. Last ball of the over coming up. This time a slow ball flicked away by Tilak Verma and might push for 2 here. And they will get 2, another couple of runs to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over. And India are now 187 for 4 after 16 overs. So 4 more overs left in this innings. Brad Evans is back into the attack into his 3rd over. That's a wide down the leg side from Brad Evans. Has to reload that one again. Still 4 overs left in this innings. 220 to 230 on the cards. Can even get more than that if maybe 240 is also on the cards if they can go berserk. Slow ball inside edge, past fine leg, they'll run away for 4. So another boundary here for Hardik Pandya. Fortune favours the brave, it favours Hardik Pandya, starts the over with a boundary. The second ball of the over coming up. Racing towards 200 here, India. That's full again. Flicked away by Pandya. Might push for 2 here. And they will get 2. Another couple of runs for Hardik Pandya. Oh, that's full again. Smashed down the ground by Pandya towards long on. And picks up another single. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Tilak Verma is back on strike. Brad Evans coming around the wicket to Tilak Verma. Oh, he goes over the top of the offside, and that's all the way for 6 over extra covers. 200 comes up for India, and what a shot that is over extra covers from Tilak Verma. Pick the slower ball, deposits it over the boundary. Fifth ball of the over. He goes for a scoop. Doesn't get it properly off the middle of the bat. This is another dot ball here from Brad Evans. So still more than 3 overs left. They can get to 220, 230. Unfortunate for Zimbabwe. The previous match they conceded 254. This match already 200 plus from India. And this is what can happen when you go up against quality teams like India and West Indies and even South Africa. South Africa will also do the same thing to Zimbabwe in their last match. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's a full toss. Beats the outside edge of Tilak Verma. Another dot ball to finish the over. 14 runs came from that over. And India are now 201 for 4 after 17 overs. So Blessing Musrabani is going to be bowling the 18th over here. Has figures of 1 for 24 in his 3 overs. Hardik Pandya is on strike. Slow ball and Pandya goes big, goes over deep mid-wicket. That's a massive hit. Pick the slow ball and deposits it again over deep mid-wicket. Starts the over with a maximum. Maybe the first maximum of many more to come in this innings already with 17 more deliveries left. This time it's short and pulled away down to long on, and Hardik Pandya picks up another single. So Tilak Verma is back on strike. Oh, that's full and wide, and that's smashed away, slashed away for 4 towards deep point. Tilak Verma just getting his bat on it, using the pace, and picks up another boundary. The partnership now 40 from just 16 balls between Tilak Verma and Hardik Pandya. Brilliant batting. This time it's short, it's pulled down the ground by Tilak Verma towards long on and picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. It's a full toss. Pandya goes down the ground to long on and picks up another single. 13 runs have come from this over. Still one ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. And that's pulled away again, and that's another massive shot, another 6 to finish the over. The slow short ball is not working against both these batters. They are picking the slow balls really well. Finishes the over with a maximum. 19 runs came from that over, and India are now 220 for 4 after 18 overs. So 2 more overs left in this innings. Runs are flowing here. Tilak Verma and Hardik Pandya enjoying themselves. Partnership of 48 from just 19 balls. Can they get to a total? Can they get to the total what West Indies got in their previous encounter against Zimbabwe? 254 is what West Indies scored. 260 is the highest team total in a men's T20 World Cup till now. Sri Lanka got that total against Kenya in 2007. A chance to break that record. Here's Richard Ngarava with the penultimate over. That's too wide, too wide, too wide. Has to reload that one again. Whatever bigger margin India win this game, still they have to beat West Indies because run rate won't matter actually. It's a straight shootout against West Indies to qualify for the semi-final. That shot pulled away by Pandya in the gap for more. Again, another boundary here, 2 shots. They're not bowling the Yorkers, which is very surprising. They're either taking the pace off, the slow ball asking to be hit, or they're bowling it short. They need to learn to bowl Yorkers at the end. Also brings up the 50 partnership between these two batters. Partnership of 53 from 20 balls between Tilak Verma and Hardik Pandya. That's a full toss. Pandya goes down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Tilak Verma is back on strike. Looks like Zimbabwe could be in for some unwanted records in this tournament. They've already conceded the highest. They've already conceded the second highest team total in this T20 World Cup. And looks like if India can reach there now, in all capabilities India can reach there. With still 10 balls left. Third ball of the over. That's nicely bowled. That's flicked away by Tilak Verma. Might push for 2 here. And they will get 2. Another couple of runs for Tilak Verma. That's exactly where you need to be bowling. You need to bowl the Yorkers towards the end of the innings. Slot balls will disappear. Well, he bowls it in the slot again and that goes down the ground over long on for 6. Tilak Verma is hitting them so cleanly here. We saw 6 in the last. We saw the 6 in the previous over from him. Now again, flat batting it down the ground over long on for another maximum. Two more deliveries left in this over. Tilak Verma moves to 36 from just 12 balls. 14 runs have come from this over and Karava very expensive today. Fifth ball of the over coming up. Full toss and it doesn't matter for Tilak Verma because the ball is only going one place into the crowd again. Back-to-back sixes from Tilak Verma, and India really challenging that highest team total in T20 World Cups now because only 21 more runs needed to cross the highest ever team total in T20 World Cup history. Tilak Verma, can he do it? So last ball of the over coming up from Richard and Karava. That's a good Yorker. And Tilak Verma will pick up another single. I don't know what the keeper is doing. You know, job is to make the batter run out. He is just running, gathering the ball. Another single to finish the over. But what an expensive over from Richard and Karava. He finishes his spell. 1 for 62 in his 4 overs. 21 runs came from that penultimate over, and India are now 241 for 4 after 19 overs with one more over to go. So Brad Evans will be bowling the last over for Zimbabwe. 20 more runs to get the highest team total in men's T20 World Cups. Can they get it in this over? Basically 3 sixes and a couple of runs. So Brad Evans coming around the wicket to Tilak Verma. The last over of the innings. Oh, full and wide, beautifully bowled. Tilak Verma looking to drive, unable to make connection. Again a dot ball to start the over. It's a valuable dot ball for Zimbabwe. 5 more deliveries left. At least can they get 250? I guess they surely can get 250. That's full again, flicked away by Tilak Verma towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. Hardik Pandya back on strike. 4 balls left in this innings. Shivam Dube getting ready to come in if a wicket falls, but it's only 4 more deliveries left. Third ball of the over coming up. Oh, brilliantly bowled. Right up in the block hole from Brad Evans. Hardik Pandya cannot do anything about it. Another dot ball here. So just 1 run from the first 3 balls of this over. Still 3 balls left. So it looks like the Sri Lanka's record of 260 will remain intact even today. 3 sixes can equal it, but it's looking tough. Fourth ball of the over. Full toss, goes leg side. No timing. It's towards deep mid wicket. And Hardik Pandya picks up another couple of runs. A couple of sixes and India can overtake West Indies total at Wankhede against Zimbabwe in this tournament itself. Slot ball, he goes straight, goes hard, goes 6, straight towards the side screen. And with that 6, 250 comes onto the board for India here. That was full and in the slot. Hardik Pandya deep inside the crease. Creams it straight back over the bowler for 6. So last ball of the innings. Slow ball, he goes again. Has he got enough? Yes, he has. Another 6 to finish it. So India have crossed West Indies total here. And now India have the second highest team total in men's T20 World Cup history, if you don't mind. 15 runs came from that last over from Brad Evans. And India finished with a mammoth 256 for 4 at the end of their 20 overs. It's also a half century for Hardik Pandya, who's got a lot of flack for his previous few performances with the bat. He's got to his 50 in just 23 balls with 2 boundaries and 4 sixers at a strike rate of 217.39. And India now officially have the second highest team total in men's T20 World Cup history. It was with West Indies in the previous match. Now it's with India in this match. And Zimbabwe have an unwanted record of conceding the second highest team total and the third highest team total in this men's T20 World Cup. unwanted record for Zimbabwe, but it is what it is. It's quality cricket when you come to the Super 8, and Zimbabwe are getting a taste of that. But an outstanding finish for India. 256 for 4 is the total at the end of their 20 overs. Hardik Pandya getting a half century. Earlier, we saw a good start provided by Sanju Samson as well, 24 from 15 balls. And Abhishek Sharma, 55 from 30 balls. Coming back to form and getting his half century. And then some short cameos from Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar Yadav as well. Ishan Kishan scoring 38 from 24 balls. Surya Kumar Yadav scoring 33 from 13 balls. Hardik Pandya and Tilak Verma towards the end, powering their way. Hardik Pandya scoring 50 from just 23 balls, and Tilak Verma unbeaten on 44 from just 16 balls. Both batters received a lot of backlash for not able to contribute in their previous few matches, but this match they have indeed contributed big time. Nothing much for the Zimbabwe bowlers. Similar story to the previous game, where they just got belted. Two quality teams and two beltings to Zimbabwe. That's how it has to be discovered. That's how it has to be described. Richard Ngarava 1 for 62 in his 4 overs. Blessing Musarabani 1 for 43 in his 4 overs. Tinotenda Maposa bowled only 2 overs, 1 for 40. Brad Evans finishing with none for 52 in his 4 overs. Sikandar Raza bowled only 3 overs, 1 for 29. Much better from Sikandar Raza today. Brian Bennett chipped in with his couple of overs, none for 16. Ryan bowled only 1 over, none for 10. So overall, another outstanding day for India with the bat. An unbeaten partnership of 84 from just 31 balls has taken India to 256 for 4 at the end of their 20 overs. So Zimbabwe, when they come out to bat, will need 257 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs to keep their hopes alive in this tournament. Looks a little unlikely for Zimbabwe. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to the run chase. A mammoth target of 257 for Zimbabwe is going to be very, very tough. A decent start here to this run chase from Brian Bennett and Tadiwanashe Murumani. If Zimbabwe score 109 runs, that will be enough to not allow. That will be enough to not allow India cross West Indies net run rate. At the moment, West Indies are having a net run rate of plus 1.791. So India will have to win this match by 148 runs or more if they want to cross the net run rate of West Indies. So can Zimbabwe at least stop that from happening? Need to see that. As we see another dot ball here, Murumani looking to pull it away, unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Arshdeep Singh. But whatever it is, South Africa are making it through to the semi-final today. They will be the second team to officially confirm their spot in the semi-final. The first team was England, second team will be South Africa. Another semi-final spot will get decided between India and West Indies. But the real confusing scenario is between New Zealand and Pakistan, because if New Zealand wins tomorrow, they will be through. But if England wins tomorrow, then Pakistan will have a scenario where they should not only win, but win by a big margin. That's driven down the ground to mid-on. And Tadiwanashe Murumani picks up another single. There's also a chance of a washout as well in tomorrow's game between England and New Zealand, because it's happening in the R. Premadasa Stadium. A washout will also help will also help New Zealand qualify for the semi-final. Last ball of the over coming up. And Bennett goes over the top, over mid-off, and that'll run away for 4 as well. So another boundary to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 19 without loss after 3 overs. So Hardik Pandya is continuing into his second over. Murumani on strike. Oh, back of the length. Murumani looking to drive a little bit of an inside edge onto the pads. And another dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, that swung away leg side. A little bit of an inside edge from Murumani. And picks up another single. Required run rate is now 14.22. This time driven away by Brian Bennett towards deep extra covers and picks up another couple of runs. Good running between the wickets from Brian Bennett. Required run rate is already gone to 14.24. This time pulled away by Bennett, but straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. Another dot ball from Hardik Pandya. This time he hits it up in the air. Is there any fielder running backwards? Clears mid-off. And Brian Bennett will push for another couple of runs. 5 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that swung away leg side towards deep square leg. And Brian Bennett picks up another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Hardik Pandya. And Zimbabwe are now 25 without loss after 4 overs. So Jasprit Bumrah is the new bowler into the attack. Boom Bumrah brought back into the attack here. Has been the best bowler for India for quite a long time now in his international career. Brian Bennett is on strike. That's a good length delivery flicked away by Brian Bennett towards mid-wicket. And again a dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. That's pulled away leg side by Bennett. And it's in the gap for 4. What a shot that is. A pickup shot there from Brian Bennett. And it's towards deep square leg. And he picks up his second boundary here. Beautifully pulled away there. Never easy to play such shots against Bumrah. But he succeeds in doing so. Oh, slow ball. Bennett swings and misses. There's another dot ball from Jasprit Bumrah. Oh, that's a full delivery flicked away again by Bennett towards short mid wicket. Another dot ball here from Jasprit Bumrah. That's full, it goes straight down the ground. And that'll run away for 4 as well. Brian Bennett batting really well here against one of the premium fast bowlers of India. And going straight down the ground, picks up the second boundary in this over. So 8 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's a good yorker. Really good yorker dug out by Brian Bennett. Another dot ball to finish the over. A typical Bumrah yorker there. 8 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 33 without loss after 5 overs. So bowling change here. Varun Chakravarti is the new bowler into the attack. Some spin being introduced for India. Was a little expensive in the previous game, but he's been brought back into the attack. Can he make a comeback today? Can he bounce back stronger? Tadivanashe Murmani is on strike. Varun Chakravarti coming around the wicket to Murmani. And he goes for a reverse sweep, switch it, and that will go all the way for 6. That's a great shot from Murmani there. Reverse switch hit. First ball against a quality bowler like Varun Chakravarti and starts the over with the maximum. Second ball of the over coming up. What a way to welcome Varun Chakravarti. Goes again, but this time unable to make connection. Throw to the keeper. Another dot ball. Tried to repeat that shot once again there. Tadivanashe Murmani. This time quicker ball. Murmani punches it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Varun Chakravarti knows these conditions really well. He is from Tamil Nadu. He's playing at his home ground today, Chepauk, Chennai. So he'll know these conditions really well, better than anyone else. Goes for a slog sweep, high up in the air. Deep mid wicket. Puts it down, goodness me. Is it Rinku Singh? Rinku Singh has put it down. Another couple of runs for Murmani. Normally a safe pair of hands, Rinku Singh. How did he put that down? I'm not able to understand. The chance goes begging. Remember, if India don't improve their net run rate in this game, if the next match gets washed out, West Indies will qualify for the semi-final. So, very important to have plan B for everything. It's a quicker delivery flicked away by Tadivanashe Murmani towards deep mid-wicket. Towards mid-wicket and picks up another single. Because you never know what happens in a particular tournament. Rain can spoil any game. Rain can interrupt any game. And India's net run rate is currently below West Indies. Goes big again, leg side. Towards deep mid-wicket. Good fielding at deep mid-wicket. And Brian Bennett picks up another couple of runs to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 44 without loss after 6 overs after the launch phase. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break and another bowling change here. Akshar Patel is the new bowler into the attack for India. Papu as they call him. Tadivanashe Murmani is on strike. That's a quicker ball and Murmani punches it towards covers. Again a dot ball to start the over. Oh, that's cut away straight to covers. First wicket goes down. Akshar Patel strikes for India here. They missed him in the previous game. India missed Akshar Patel in the previous game. Today he's playing and he strikes with the second ball of his spell. It was short and wide. Murmani went for the cut shot. Thought he had hit it cleanly, but straight into the hands of covers. And the first wicket goes down for Zimbabwe. Tadivanashe Murmani is gone after scoring a run of ball 20. And Zimbabwe are now 44 for 1 after 6.2 overs. So Dion Myers is the new batter to the crease. Straight away appeal for LBW, maybe outside the line, and they'll pick up one leg, boys. Brian Bennett is back on strike. Another quicker ball flicked away by Brian Bennett towards mid-wicket, and another dot ball here from Akshar Patel. Required run rate has already gone up to 15.90. Pulled down the ground by Bennett towards long on and picks up another single. The last ball of the over coming up. That's a wide down the leg side. Has to reload that one again. There's 3 runs coming from this over, including the wicket of Marwani. Zimbabwe playing it safely at the moment. Last ball of the over coming up. That's driven towards long off, and Dion Myers picks up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Tadiwanashe Marwani, and Zimbabwe are now 48 for 1 after 7 overs. So Jasprit Bumrah now continuing into his second over. Conceded 8 runs in his first over. Dion Myers on strike. That's back of the lane. Myers defends it down the ground and picks up another single to start the over. Zimbabwe have clearly given up. They are not playing for the win now. They are just playing. They are just trying to play the full 20 overs, I guess. The required run rate has already gone up to 16.21. Second ball of the over, and it's driven again by Bennett. Back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Jasprit Bumrah. So South Africa are going to be the second team to make it through to the semi-final of this ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. South Africa will officially make it through if India wins this game, and Zimbabwe will be eliminated. Second team to get eliminated after Sri Lanka. That's a full toss driven away by Brian Bennett towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. So in this group, the second semi-final spot will be between India versus West Indies, and the other group it's between New Zealand and Pakistan. Then mostly New Zealand will qualify there. Here it's a straight shootout between India and West Indies. 50 comes up for Zimbabwe in just 7.3 overs at the loss of 1 wicket. Dion Myers on strike. Fourth ball of the over coming up. And that's a short ball. Myers ducks underneath it. Another dot ball from Bumrah. It's short, pulled away by Myers down towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. There's 3 runs coming from this over, still 1 ball left. Zimbabwe can be proud that they made it through to this round, but it was always going to be a challenge in this Super 8 for Zimbabwe, and rightly so. They are going to be the second team to get eliminated from this tournament in the Super 8. Yesterday Sri Lanka got eliminated. Today it will be Zimbabwe. Last ball of the over. Swings and misses. There's another dot ball. Appeal for a catch actually. The umpire is unmoved. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 3 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 51 for 1 after 8 overs. Well, Surya Kumar Yadav is going upstairs for the review. Completely unexpected. Clear daylight between bat and ball, so it will remain not out. And it will be a dot ball to finish the over. So not out it is from the umpire. And another dot ball to finish the over. So just 3 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 51 for 1 after 8 overs. So Akshar Patel is continuing into his second over. Myers comes down the wicket, flicks it away towards deep mid wicket. Might push for 2 here. No, just a single to start the over. Comes down the wicket, goes through the line, straight down the ground for 6. Superb shot there from Brian Bennett using his feet. And he goes straight back down the ground, clears long on. He's been the man in form for Zimbabwe in this tournament, no doubt about that. The first 6 of this innings, first 6 for Brian Bennett in this innings. This time Bennett goes inside out over extra covers and that'll run away for 4. 6 and a 4 from Bennett. This time comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground to long off. And Brian Bennett picks up another single. 12 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. That's short and wide, cut away again by Dion Myers towards deep extra covers. And another single for Myers. 13 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. And he goes again. That's another massive hit from Brian Bennett. Another 6 to finish the over. Expensive over for India. 19 runs came from that over. And Zimbabwe are now 70 for 1 after 9 overs. What an over for Zimbabwe. Brian Bennett continuing his good form with the bat in this tournament. He got dismissed for the very first time against West Indies actually. But I think now the instruction for Zimbabwe is to just play out 20 overs and score as much as they can. They're not going to go for the win. That's flicked away by Dion Myers down the ground long on and picks up another single. Varun Chakravarti continuing into his second over. This time Bennett gives himself room, cuts it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. 2 singles to start this over. Well, he goes big, Dan Myers, no timing at all, it will be out, I think. Yes, it will be. Catch taken at deep mid-wicket by Tilak Verma. Second wicket goes down for Zimbabwe. And it's none other than Varun Chakravarti. How can he go wicketless in his home ground in T20 cricket? No chance at all for that to happen. And Deon Myers, it's been a struggling knock from him. Whether that shot was necessary, he will question himself, because Zimbabwe shouldn't be going for the win now. They should try to bat out 20 overs. If they go for the win, they are anyways going to lose this. It's a lost cause for Zimbabwe. They just need to bat out 20 overs. That's all they need to do. Keep your wickets in hand. Deon Myers is gone after scoring 6 runs from 9 balls. And Zimbabwe are now 72 for 2 after 9.3 overs. Sikandar Raza is the new batter to the crease. The captain making his way out to the middle for Zimbabwe. A little bit of an inside edge onto the pads. Another dot ball from Varun Chakravarti. This time it's cut away by Sikandar Raza towards deep point and gets off the mark with a single. The last ball of the over coming up. Wicket delivery. Brand Bennett punches it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. Just 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Deon Myers. And Zimbabwe are now 73 for 2 after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings. So Akshar Patel continuing into his third over, had an expensive previous over. Raza goes down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. This time again smashed down the ground to bottom of the bat towards long on. And Brand Bennett picks up another single as well. This time Raza gives himself room, hits it down the ground again to long off and picks up another single. Shot goes down the ground to long on. Another single, 4 singles in this over. 2 more deliveries left. Ooh, a little bit of an inside edge, I think. Raza again looking to go over the top of the offside. Another dot ball here from Akshar Patel. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's pulled in the air, down the ground. One bounce to long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over, and Zimbabwe are now 78 for 2 after 11 overs. So can Zimbabwe score another 31 runs or 32 runs? That will ensure that India can't cross the run rate of West Indies. It's a quicker ball. Raza defends it back to the bowler. Varun Chakravarti continuing into his third over. Still Ryan Burl, Tony Munyonga and Musakiwa to come in after this. Brad Evans can also bat. We saw it in the previous game. Well, that's smash. That's all the way. That's a massive hit from Raza. Bowled it nice and quick there, Varun Chakravarti. Raza staying on the back foot. He's pumped it over deep mid-wicket for 6. What a shot that is. The thing why we are considering net run rate is because if India wins this and they don't cross the net run rate of West Indies in this game, then if there is a washout at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata in the must-win game match between India and West Indies, then West Indies will qualify, India will be eliminated. So that is why the net run rate plays a very, very important role. And West Indies are unbeaten at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata in Men's T20 World Cup. So that is also not in favour of India. That's punched away again, straight to point. And Brian Bennett picks up another single. This time a quicker ball driven down the ground by Raza towards long off and picks up another single. The last ball of the over coming up. Another quicker ball, Brian Bennett defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over, and Zimbabwe are now 87 for 2 after 12 overs. So Jasprit Bumrah now back into the attack into his third over. Sikandar Raza is on strike. The thing is that South Africa will be through to the semi-final. So if India has to overtake someone's net run rate, it has to be West Indies. And West Indies are miles ahead in the net run rate. Yes, South Africa damaged West Indies net run rate a little bit today afternoon, but not enough. That's punched away by Raza towards point and again picks up a single. Fumble at point allows the single. Well, Well, he pulls it away leg side. Yeah, Brian Bennett, and that's all the way for 6. Half century for Brian Bennett. His third half century in this tournament. He has been in the best form of his life in this particular tournament. 52 from just 34 balls with 4 boundaries and 3 sixers at a strike rate of 152.94. It has been an incredible knock once again against the best team in T20 cricket, India. A terrific shot there over long on for 6. This time it's full again and Brian Bennett drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Jasprit Bumrah. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Required run rate 21.73, but it's already decided that Zimbabwe can't win this. They're just going to bat the full 20 overs. Full toss flicked away by Bennett. Down the ground to long on. Might push for 2 here. No, just a single for Brian Bennett. Sikandar Raza is back on strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's cut away by Sikandar Raza towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. So I think it's going to be confirmed that India can't overtake West Indies net run rate today in this game. So it will mean that Indian fans have to pray that the rain gods don't spoil India versus West Indies, because if rain interrupts and the match gets washed out, West Indies have a better net run rate. They'll go through to the semi-final. If India win, desperately need a win actually. Even a washout won't help them. A loss won't help them. That's it away leg side by Bennett towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over and Zimbabwe are now 97 for 2 after 13 overs. So Akshar Patel is continuing into his 4th over. Brian Bennett is on strike. Moves across his stumps, drives it straight to covers. Again a dot ball to start the over. Comes down the wicket again, smashes it back. I think it's taken the non-striker on its way. Another dot ball though. This time he goes over the top of the offside. 1 bounce to deep extra covers and Brian Bennett picks up another single. This time Raza smacks it in the gap for 4. Beautiful shot there from Sikandar Raza, giving himself room to access the offside and picks up another boundary. This time he pulls it away leg side towards deep mid wicket. Good fielding at deep mid wicket. And Raza picks up just a single. That's too wide. Will be given as a wide, I think. So another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Akshar Patel. And Zimbabwe are now 105 for 2 after 14 overs. And it's also the time for another drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break. Shivam Dubey. Shivam Dubey is the new bowler into the attack. Straight away a couple of runs to start the over from Brian Bennett. So India not going to be crossing West Indies net run rate today. Zimbabwe are batting really well here. So it's win or bust, the last match for India against West Indies. Straight shootout. Whoever wins that will go through. A washout means West Indies will go through. That is the scenario. Second ball of the over coming up. And Brian Bennett goes big, goes massive. All the way for 6. Length ball again from Shivam Dubey. Bennett is so strong. Clears long on. Another maximum. Moves to 64 from just 43 balls. Terrific batting. This time smashed down the ground. Straight down the ground. Beats long on into the boundary. 6 followed by a 4 from Brian Bennett. He is batting in another planet here. Moves to 68 now from 44 balls. He's doing this against India, the top team. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, edged past the keeper, past third man, and that runs away for 4 as well. Raining boundaries here. Is this a concern for India? I'm not quite sure. They are not able to take wickets against Zimbabwe. I don't know whether this is a concern or not. It's 6-4-4 here. Brian Bennett moves into the 70s. There's two wide outside the off stump. Given as a wide by the umpire, so Shivam Dube has to reload that one again. It's an expensive over this. 17 runs have come from this over. 50 partnership comes up between these two batters. Partnership of 50 from 31 balls between Brian Bennett and Sikandar Raza. Oh, that's a good delivery, much better. Brian Bennett unable to make connection. Another dot ball. Can Brian Bennett get to a 3-figure mark here? He certainly can. 28 more runs. That will be some achievement for him. The last ball of the over coming up. Moves too wide. If he had let that go, it would have been another wide. But he will place it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. 17 runs came from that over from Shivam Dube. And Zimbabwe are now 122 for 2 after 15 overs. Well, it's a no ball here. It's a no ball and a free hit. Goodness me. Shivam Dube. Shivam Dube has bowled that one outside the pitch. So no ball and a free hit. Free hit delivery coming up from Dube. And that's another wide. Oh my goodness, this over is prolonging here. Big time prolonging. The free hit continues. 19 runs have come from this over so far. Still one ball left and the free hit as well. So free hit delivery coming up once again from Shivam Dube. And make that another wide. Oh my goodness. 2 consecutive wides and the free hit does continue. Comedy of errors here. So the free hit delivery coming up once again. He goes offside, over extra covers for 6. What a beauty of a shot from Brian Bennett. Another 6 to finish the over. 26 runs came from that over from Shivam Dube. The free hit has costed India big time. And Zimbabwe are now 131 for 2 after 15 overs. So Varun Chakravarti now into his last over. Sikandar Raza is on strike. And Raza goes big. That's in the air. High and handsome. Over deep mid-wicket for 6. Well, what is happening here to the Indian bowlers? The Zimbabwe batters are absolutely taking them down. Another 6 to start the over. This time it's Sikandar Raza, the captain himself. Unbelievable stuff. The Indian bowlers are under the pump here against Zimbabwe. They might wish they will still win this game, but if you are conceding these many runs against Zimbabwe, it's not a good sign going forward. That's cut away again towards deep extra covers, and another single for Sikandar Raza. So Brian Bennett is back on strike. Required run rate is 25.50. With the way these two batters are batting, Brian Bennett is certainly chasing a milestone. Oh, goes for a big shot, a little bit of an inside edge towards fine leg, and picks up another. In fact, it's given us one byes. So byes it is. This time driven away again by Raza towards point, and another dot ball here. These are not good signs for India actually. They're not able to pick up wickets. They're not able to pick up wickets against Zimbabwe. Raza goes over covers. Beautiful shot. One bounce into the boundary for 4 towards deep extra covers. Zimbabwe have decided, if we are going to lose, we'll go down fighting. Raza with another boundary in this over. This time driven away by Raza towards covers and picks up another single to finish the over. So 13 runs came from that over from Varun Chakravarti, and Zimbabwe are now 144 for 2 after 16 overs. So Arshdeep Singh back into the attack to bowl the 17th over. Sikandar Raza on strike. Oh, inside edge onto the pads, misses the stumps. How lucky have the batters been. Dot ball to start the over. Arshdeep is good at the end overs. He's good in the end. He bowls the end overs really well, Arshdeep Singh. Second ball of the over coming up. And he goes down the ground. Long on in play. Takes the catch. Straight down the throat of long on. It was in the slot actually to be hit. Raza thought he had got it clean, but straight into the hands of Abhishek Sharma at long on. And finally, this partnership has been broken. 72-run partnership between Brian Bennett and Sikandar Raza comes to an end. Arshdeep Singh strikes for India. Abhishek Sharma completing a simple catch. Third wicket down for Zimbabwe, but they have batted really well in this run chase. There's no doubt about that. Sikandar Raza is gone after scoring 31 runs from 21 balls. And Zimbabwe are now 144 for 3 after 16.2 overs. So Ryan Burl is the new batter to the crease for Zimbabwe. So third ball of the over coming up from Arshdeep Singh. That's a short ball and Burl lets it go. Another dot ball here from Arshdeep Singh. Oh, appeal for LBW. Umpire says not out. They are running a single. Will be one leg buys. Will they go for the review? Only one review left for India. And what is Surya Kumar Yadav is going to do here? They're not going for it. Well, they are going for it. So we need to have a look at this one. Doesn't appear to be any bat involved in that. Is it sliding down the leg side? Could it be sliding down the leg side? Well, pitching in line, impact in line, wicket setting. So it is a successful review for India. Burl has to go. 2 wickets in the over for Arshdeep Singh. The only positive sign for India in this game, I guess, as far as their bowling is concerned, is Arshdeep Singh in the end overs. Apart from that, everything else is looking like a concern for India. Ryan Burl is gone for a 2-ball duck. And Zimbabwe lose their 4th wicket, 144 for 4 after 16.4 overs. So Tony Munyonga is the new batter to the crease for Zimbabwe, another tonker of the ball. He can indeed tonk it. Hit a very crucial 6 against Sri Lanka. The only team to chase down a total at the R. Premadasa Stadium successfully in this tournament so far is Zimbabwe. So they can be proud of that achievement. Highest successful run chase at Premadasa Stadium. They chased down 179 against Sri Lanka. A serious achievement actually. Arshdeep coming around the wicket to Munyonga. That's edge past the keeper for more. They're getting boundaries from everywhere here. Arshdeep disappointed there. An outside edge running away to the boundary. Tony Munyonga gets off the mark with the boundary. So last ball of the over coming up. Last ball of the over coming up. That shot pulled away by Munyonga, and that runs away for 4 towards deep square leg. Back-to-back boundaries to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, including 2 wickets. 150 comes up for Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe are now 152 for 4 after 17 overs. So 3 more overs left in this innings. Ryan Burl is on 78. He needs 22 runs for the 3-figure mark. Can he get it? Hardik Pandya is going to be bowling the 18th over for India. Brian Bennett is on strike. That's a full delivery inside edge from Bennett towards square leg and picks up another single to start the over. Zimbabwe might get eliminated from this tournament, but certainly if they keep playing like this, their future looks really bright actually. They are batting really well. They scored 169 against Australia, defended it. They chased down 179 at the R. Pramadasa Stadium, the most difficult venue to chase down a total in T20 cricket. They chased down 179 there in this tournament. And now against India, this is a lost cause. But still, they have scored 150 plus. So Zimbabwe are here to compete. That's a full delivery, driven away towards point and picks up another single. Third ball of the over. Well, he went for the paddle shot and then paddles it over third man for 4. He has all the shots, doesn't he? Brian Bennett moves into the 80s now with that boundary. Moves to 83. Just 17 needed for a 3-figure mark for Brian Bennett. The fourth ball of the over coming up. Full toss inside edge onto the pads and they'll get through for a single. So Munyonga is back on strike. Well, for the first time I am feeling that India are not strong enough to win this tournament. That is what I am feeling. It goes for the drive, a little bit of an inside edge towards long on. And they're pushing for 2 here. Good running. Oh, shy of the stumps. Just missed the stumps. Another couple of runs for Tony Munyonga. The thing is, India are not looking strong enough to win this tournament by any stretch. Because if they are going to be conceding so many runs against Zimbabwe, then that is not a good sign according to me. They need to still beat West Indies. They are not through to the semis. South Africa will be through to the semis, but India are not yet. They have not yet qualified. They still have a job on their hands against West Indies. Last ball of the over. Swings and misses. Dot ball from Pandya to finish it. The 9 runs came from that over, and Zimbabwe are now 161 for 4 after 18 overs. So Arshdeep Singh will be bowling the penultimate over. How will Brian Bennett handle Arshdeep Singh now? That is the big question. One of the best death bowlers for India is Arshdeep Singh. Brian Bennett looking for that 3-figure mark. Bowling the penultimate over here, Arshdeep Singh coming around the wicket. That's a fantastic Yorker. Brian Bennett defends it to point and picks up the single. Gives the strike to Munyonga, and I think now Munyonga has to give the strike back to Brian Bennett here. It's 85. Brian Bennett needs 15 more runs. 2 sixes probably. But what a player he has been, seriously. Against Australia, against Sri Lanka, now against India. Terrific batting. Oh, he's bowled him. There's another one. All Munyonga had to do was just give the strike to Brian Bennett, try and give him an opportunity to get to the 3-figure mark, but he's exposed his stumps and lost his middle stump in the process. And Arshdeep gets his 3rd wicket here. This is the only positive sign for India today, as far as bowling is concerned. Arshdeep Singh bowling well in the end overs is guaranteed. But all the others, new ball bowling is a concern. Middle overs bowling has become a concern now. So India have plenty of things to address. Tony Munyonga has gone after scoring 11 runs from 6 balls. And Zimbabwe are now 162 for 5 after 18.2 overs. So Tashinga Musakiwa is the new batter to the crease for Zimbabwe, and all he has to do is just give the strike to Brian Bennett. You're not going to be able to win this game. At least give Brian Bennett an opportunity to score a T20 World Cup century against India. That will be a historic feat, historic achievement for him. The 3rd ball of the over coming up from Arshdeep Singh. That's a fantastic Yorker, guided towards 3rd man, and Musakiwa gets off the mark with a single. Gives a strike back to Brian Bennett, who has been dismissed only once in this tournament so far and has been scoring half centuries for fun. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Maybe Brian Bennett might look to attack the next over, but Bumrah will bowl it. That's a fantastic Yorker again. Appeal for a catch here, and they might just go for the review here. Could this be another successful review for India? Yes, Surya Kumar Yadav has gone for the review, so I need to have a look at this. Clear daylight between bat and ball, so it will be not out. India have lost both their reviews now. So the decision will remain not out. Richard Kettleborough says not out. 2 more deliveries left in this over. But fantastic bowling from Arshdeep Singh. Good Yorker bowling. It's getting it spot on. Again, brilliant. Drive driven straight to point. Another dot ball here. Outstanding from Arshdeep. There's 2 runs coming from this over, including the wicket. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, looking to flick it away, hits it down the ground to long off and picks up another single to finish the over. Outstanding over from Arshdeep Singh. Just 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Tony Munyonga, and Zimbabwe are now 164 for 5 after 19 overs. So 1 over left. Shivam Dube is bowling the last over. Golden opportunity for Bennett. 14 runs needed for a 3-figure mark. Brian Bennett on strike. Full toss. Bennett swings it leg side. Only picks up the single. He's off strike. Oh no. Now Musakiwa has to give the strike back to Bennett here. Bennett needs a couple of sixes. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, there's a no ball and a free hit as well. Goodness me, Shivam Dube. Attempted slow ball gone wrong for Shivam Dube there. Shivam Dube is having a forgetful day with the ball, that is for sure. So free hit delivery coming up. Tashinga Musakiwa on strike. Wrong batter is on strike for the free hit in all honesty. That's another wide from Dube. Oh dear, he's having a nightmare with the ball. Free hit will continue. Musakiwa, what does Musakiwa do? Does he take the single, give the strike to Bennett, or does he go for the big shot, the free hit? The free hit delivery coming up. And he goes straight, Musakiwa, and he's got that one. That's all the way for 6. Straight down the ground for 6. So he doesn't give the strike to Bennett. He takes it all on himself. Hits a 6 on the free hit. They've crossed 170 now, Zimbabwe. Oh, that's edged. And it's taken. Is it taken? I think it is. Yes, it is. So Musakiwa will have to go. Bennett can't get his century now because he is stranded at the non-striker's end. Musakiwa makes the long walk back. He hit a 6. Look to go again. He's nicked it through to the keeper. The slow ball from Dube. Got it right finally. A really good catch from Sanju Samson. 6th wicket goes down for Zimbabwe. I'm sure Indian fans are frustrated. Why did they give the last over to Shivam Dube? They could have gone with Jasprit Bumrah. I guess Bumrah still had overs remaining. Bumrah still had 1 over left, so he could have bowled the last over. Surprising that Shivam Dube is bowling the last over. So I think Tashinga Musakiwa is gone after scoring 7 runs from 4 balls. And Zimbabwe are now 173 for 6 after 19.3 overs. So Brad Evans is the new batter to the crease. 3 more deliveries left in this game. Here's Dubey. And it's flicked away by Brad Evans down the ground towards deep mid wicket. And Brad Evans gets off the mark with a single. Brian Bennett is back on strike. And Bennett goes big and goes miles back all the way for 6 over square leg. Moves into the 90s. Only 1 ball left. Even a 6 won't get him to the century, unfortunately. But he moves into the 90s. Outstanding knock from Bennett here. So last ball of the match. Brian Bennett on 93. Slow ball. He goes again leg side. It's in the gap again. 1 bounce and into the boundary for 4. Ends with a boundary. 20 runs came from the last over, including the wicket of Musakiwa. And what a spirited display this has been. What a spirited batting performance this has been from Zimbabwe here. Chasing a target of 257. They've got to a score of 184 for 6 at the end of 20 overs. With Brian Bennett unbeaten once again. Brian Bennett remaining not out once again. Brian Bennett hasn't been dismissed against Australia, Oman, Sri Lanka and now India in this tournament. Unfortunate, just if he had a couple of deliveries more, he could have got to a century. But not to be for Brian Bennett. He ends unbeaten on 97 from 59 balls. And this has been a batting display to remember for Zimbabwe. Yes, India have won this game, but Zimbabwe can be proud of the fight that they have shown. They didn't surrender tamely. They have fought bravely and valiantly. But it is the end of the road for Zimbabwe in this Men's T20 World Cup 2026 because it's back-to-back losses for Zimbabwe in this Super 8 stage. So they are eliminated, and with this win for India have won this game, and because of this win from India, South Africa are now officially the second team to qualify for the semi-finals of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. Congratulations to South Africa, and now it rounds it up for a must-win match, a straight shootout between India versus West Indies for the second semi-finalist spot from this particular group. South Africa versus Zimbabwe, that match doesn't matter anymore. The winner of the match between India versus West Indies will make it through to the semi-final. And I think there are plenty of concerns for India to address, even though they have won this game convincingly. First of all, Jasprit Bumrah's form with the ball. And another clueless thing which I am not able to understand. Why are India giving so many overs to Shivam Dube? You can bowl your overs with your main bowlers. Shivam Dube cannot be your main bowler. I am not able to understand that particular strategy. Jasprit Bumrah still had 1 over left. You are giving the last over to Shivam Dube. What kind of captaincy and strategy is this? I am not able to understand that actually. So, I mean, I don't know. Suddenly now Surya Kumar Yadav's captaincy is not looking convincing from an Indian point of view. But yeah, India have won this match by 72 runs, but they have not done enough to overtake the net run rate of West Indies. So, India have to just hope and pray that the rain gods don't interrupt their match against West Indies, because if that match gets washed out, then West Indies will qualify for the semi-final courtesy of a better net run rate than India. And even if West Indies win that game, they'll go through. India must win that game. It's win or go home kind of a situation for India against West Indies. And it's not going to be easy for India because West Indies also have some great batters. They also bat very, very deep. But a terrific win for India today. They have won this match purely because of their dominant batting performance. They posted 256 on the board batting first. And in reply, a spirited reply from Zimbabwe ensured that Zimbabwe finished with 184 for 6 at the end of their 20 overs. Brian Bennett unbeaten on 97 from 59 balls, just inches away from a 3-figure mark. And the pick of the bowlers for India though was Harshdeep Singh. Probably the only positive to take away from this match is Harshdeep Singh at the death overs. Finished with 3 for 24 in his 4 overs. Varun Chakravarti picked up 1 wicket, 1 for 35 in his 4 overs. Akshar Patel 1 for 35 in his 4 overs. But Shivam Dube 2 overs, 46 runs and 1 wicket. Picked up the wicket though, but very, very expensive, Shivam Dube. And I'm not quite sure whether India should consider Shivam Dube as a main bowling option. I think if they are going in with 5 bowling options, they need to trust those 5 bowling options to do the job for them. Because Shivam Dube cannot be a reliable bowling option for you in an important match. I think India need to understand that sooner or later. But the biggest concern for India is that Jasprit Bumrah is not able to provide those breakthroughs these days. The batters are figuring him out and they are going after Jasprit Bumrah these days. His form is looking like a big concern actually. So plenty of concerns for Team India though. But Zimbabwe will be proud. They are eliminated from this tournament, but they have not gone down without a fight. They have still managed to score 184 on the board today against a good quality Indian bowling attack. So Zimbabwe will definitely be proud of that. India keep their hopes alive in this tournament and they pick up their first win in the Super 8 stage. And South Africa are officially through to the semi-final. It rounds it off. Just mark this date. It's very, very important date. March 1st, 2026. India will take on West Indies at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. The winner of that match will go through to the semi-final as the second placed team. So that is the scenario. It's win or bust. A virtual knockout game between India and West Indies at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. That will take place on March 1st. So India will be proud of themselves after a big loss against South Africa in the previous game. They have bounced back and they have won this match against Zimbabwe by 72 runs. They would have wanted to win it by a bigger margin to try and overtake the run rate of the net run rate of West Indies, but that didn't happen. Just a 72 run win. So still India are behind on net run rate when you compare it with West Indies. So you just need to hope. Normally it rains in Kolkata during IPL time, during summer time. So if rain decides to interrupt and match gets washed out, then India will be eliminated from this tournament. So you just need to hope and pray that the match happens on that day. And if the match happens, India must win. Otherwise, even if India loses, they will be eliminated. So that is the simple scenario. So a good day of cricket today. South Africa qualifying for the semi-finals. Zimbabwe unfortunately getting eliminated from this tournament. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches of this ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys. Cheers and good night.
for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.